Guys, I'm here to get into The Prestige, which Christopher Nolan directed in the year 2006. And, Christopher Nolan's filmography has just really been washing over as one of the most incredible of the 21st century. I'm obsessed with this man's work. Just the influence, timeless influence, it's truly washed over me, as I've really just kind of perceived film as more of like a sense of virtuality. I think Christopher Nolan was seriously a man who would agree with that, and he was on a lot of those similar ideas, as he expressed to a lot of his work in a lot of original and unique sort of ways. Prestige is one of the most influential films he's ever made. And it's a film with so much rich subtlety that it's only acquired to be much further with age and time. And, this is just a particular kind of masterpiece, which conveys, you can see a lot of original mysterious atmosphere around what's ultimately like a thriller involving magicians and kind of like who are capable of some like intense obsession and darkness within. But, one of my favorite characters in this is also David Bowie, who's just a presence who's like kind of more felt than really seen. He has a lot of mystique around him. A lot of his music's almost been like an intimidating amount of like resonance lately. Its expressionism, and this is a film in general. It just seems like it's really on to, particularly reminds me more of anything of Amadeus by Milos Forman. Where it just kind of feels like it's exploring a lot of rich themes and tormented characters who are facing themes of like obsession and even like dark depths of envy. But I like those are dark themes that are worth exploring masterfully through film. And Prestige is really one of the best I've ever seen in exploring this characters and just rich a sense of cinematography and knowing of just mystery perspective in general. And I just really love this film. Every time I watch this, it just really feels like it just has more power over every single time. I love Christian Bale, Hugh Jackman. Like, these are just fantastic characters. Bowie in this is just so memorable at exploring self-destruction and like these the kind of depths of obsession in a very original kind of way. You just got to give it to Nolan for just being very original with this project. Like, I feel like he never really ventured into anything quite like this before, since this is a very down-to-earth kind of sense on magic. And this is just a masterful script to conveying just Nolan's mastery all around. This film just leaves such a beautiful buzz that it's just one of my favorite things I've ever seen. It conveying complex themes with ultimate simplicity, and there's just something very enjoyable about all of that. Just perceiving the rivalry, perceiving all of this is just it's a thriller that's just entirely worth checking out. And it reminds me a lot of like a 2000s perspective on a lot of like Alfred Hitchcock too, in a lot of ways. This is just a film that just really holds up as just a perfectly entertaining kind of depiction with a lot of loaded with just amazing themes, just perfect atmosphere, perfectly down to earth ground and mysticism that lives in this project. And it's just strongly recommended for high rewatch value. I saw this once when I was like 20, and then this recent rewatch, taking on the screenplay deeply, just really absorbs that this is just one of Nolan's just ultimate masterpieces of originality and expressionism. This film just means plenty for life, so strongly recommended.